Good afternoon, you beautiful souls. So I've done a daily energy guidance check-in via some positive affirmations, my new Alison in Wonderland deck, and daily energy guidance check-in, and a message from the Angels of Abundance at the end. So let's go. So the first affirmation that came up was release any residual anger and unforgiveness from your mind. Let go of any old emotions and attachments so that you can bring a new energies into your life. I love this. Don't know if you can see that. I've changed my camera around to a different way. So yeah. So release any residual anger and unforgiveness from your mind. Let go of old emotions and attachments so that you can bring new energies into your life. Because when we get stuck in them old attachments and old energies, it prevents us from moving forward, because that's all we're focusing on, which really does clarify with what I'm going to be doing on the tarot. The Alison in Wonderland message was, use your time well. Make every moment count. So that might be not dwelling on that past anymore, because while you are dwelling on them old emotions, you are preventing yourself from moving forward. So yes, it is okay to feel into them emotions. Write them down. For me, if you're new to dealing and healing with your emotions, be present and be aware of your emotions, and journal them down. Journal them down so you are expressing them. Yes, you might not be expressing them to the person or whatever, but you are releasing them thoughts and that energy, and then safely burn it and let the universe carry the weight of that, because you have processed that emotion. And then slowly make constant conscious efforts daily to move forward to a new chapter that you want to start. Because the tarot cards for daily energy guidance are the Magician, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Magician is all about you have the tools within you to manifest the life you desire. But if we get stuck in negative thought patterns or limited beliefs, like we're not worthy enough, then you're not going to manifest anything, because you're just stuck in that old time that is no longer serving you. So to be open to the Magician energy, you need to release them emotions, because we have the Five of Cups, which is next, which is sadness and grief. And that can be that you're leaving a hard situation, or you're stuck thinking about that hard situation that you've been disappointed in, and there's some emotions there, but you're accepting it and processing it, which is a good way to deal with it, because we have to become aware of them emotions to deal with them. Then we can accept them for what they are, express it in whatever way you want to do, whether that's journal, speaking to the person directly, only you will know how this resonates. Then you are freeing yourself of them that way to be able to move forward, because when we hold it back and we don't let go of it anywhere, we just suppress it down and it shows up in our life somewhere else. So, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, which can be feeling isolated, lack of, you could be struggling financially. So whatever this situation is for you, this could be a breakup, and you are now on your own, wondering what you want to create out of your life, but you're processing the hurts and the grief, and you may be financially struggling, and you're feeling left out in the cold, and it was unfair what happened to you. But just remember, you have the tools. We all have the power and the light within. It's just about tapping back into that energy. Yes, process the grief, the hurt, the sadness, but don't also be in that lack energy, because then you're putting that vibration and frequency out. It may be a struggle now, but sometimes things that happen to us that we feel are bad and making way for something better to happen. So this could be around job, it can be around relationships. You put it where it resonates. If none of this resonates, then leave it behind. But again, it's like getting rid of that anger and resentment, because that keeps you in a lower vibration. And in order to raise your vibration to create the magician in you, light up, you'll find the power within yourself. You need to process them emotions. So to me, again, this can be healing as well. You need to process the grief, the sadness, the disappointment, and accept the reality for what it is. But also journal, write them down to express it, burn it safely, and let the universe deal with that however they want to deal with it. We don't put bad karma on nobody else. We just let the universe deal with that. It's not our call to make. I do believe in karmic debt and karmic energy. So don't put that resentment or that hate or that whatever onto anyone else. Just give it from a place of love and let the universe deal with it. And, you know, maybe you're feeling isolated. So don't also be scared to ask for help if you need it. You know, you have the key. The key is there. You have the key to create the life you want. But sometimes we have to get out of that lack mindset, that feeling like we can't ask for help because it's, let me think of the right word now. Pride. We're too prideful to ask for help. Ask for help. We all need help sometimes, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, because you could just go speak to a friend or somebody about whatever this situation is for you, and that might just take that load off, and it might make you feel loads better, and someone else sympathising with you and feeling that. So remember, you have the power within you to create the life you want. You just may be stuck at the present moment in your situation, feeling the sadness, the grief, and accepting the reality for what it is, because at the end of the day, all we have is the present moment right now, and that again is using your time well. You know, make every moment count. So would you rather be spending a long time in the energy when you could be processing it and healing from it and moving forward in a direction of a life that you want to manifest for yourself? What life do you want to create? Co-create with the universe, co-create with higher self, whoever it is that you believe in. Everybody has the light within. We're all unconditional love, and we get to create the life we want. Yes, it's okay to come back to the sadness, the grief, the disappointments in life. Heal from that, because if you don't heal from it, you're only going to carry that on into another relationship or wherever it is, you're going to be triggered. So it is helpful to heal from them emotions. Like I say, that could be journaling, processing your emotions. Awareness is key. And then once you are aware of them emotions, you can deal with them. And, you know, maybe you're feeling isolated, ask for help, because on the bottom of the deck was the Three of Pentacles, which is maybe finding a community where you fit in. You know, teamwork, asking for help from people. So it could be in career, only you will know how this fits for you. But when we get stuck in this lack mentality, we hold ourselves back in life. But you have the key, and yes, you could be financially struggling right now, but try not to focus on the lack, because something better, things have to fall away in order to make way for something better and something greater. And although that never seems like that at the time, if you look, she's sat in the dark shadows, but there's light. There is always hope. Just know that there's always hope, and move out of that lack and ask for help. Don't let your pride get in the way when you're struggling. Ask for help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help when we're struggling, whether that be financially or emotionally. You know, I'm a big believer emotions are meant to be felt. We don't suppress emotions over on my page. I'm all for feeling them emotions and healing them in order for us to move forward and step into who we are meant to be. And the Angel of Abundance message at the end was, have courage and ask for help. Have courage to ask for and accept help. That's another thing. Sometimes some of our old wounds that we don't feel like we're worthy of asking for help. We don't feel it can make us feel Our heart space can be closed off because it can make us feel awkward when we are receiving help. Just ask for help and be open to giving and receiving help. And so the Angel of Abundance message was, have courage to ask and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it, as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept the assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. So we're all unconditional love. And ask your angels. Everybody has angels and a spirit team with them, but they live off free will. So they will not come and intervene unless your life kind of depends on it. But you ask them, sit with yourself and ask, how may I move forward with this? How do I need to ask for help? Please guide me to ask for help. But also, when you do receive that help, going forward, you could be the person that has learned from this experience, and then you can give help to somebody else that's in your current situation. Now, this reading is absolutely beautiful. So remember, release any resentment and any anger because it's holding up your heart space, so your heart is not open to giving and receiving love, and that is why it can feel weird to ask for help. It can also be weird to be open to giving and receiving because our heart space is closed off. And again, this can be like opening your heart space, because when you open your heart space, you then create the life you want. But when your heart's closed down, we don't see that because we're living in the sadness, the grief, the lack of the lower vibration and frequency. So we need to do better things and practice better things to raise it slightly. Now, that could be listening to uplifting music that just makes you feel good. You know, just focus on self, feeling them emotions and writing and journaling them down in order to process them. But just know there's always help out there. There's always hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There's always light after darkness, and sometimes things have to fall away or break away, or we need to sometimes lose things or whatever in order to learn a lesson from that, and it teaches us about ourselves. So just ask for help, use your time wisely. Instead of maybe sat in the lack mindset, use it to focus on something that lights you up inside, that brings you passionate. That could be writing, reading, journaling, going to the gym. There's other things out there that we can focus our attention on than the lack of mindset and the negativity. Yes, I'm not saying don't feel them, because I'm not a suppressor of emotions. I like to feel and process them. I like to bring myself back to the reality and accept situations for what they are, and I'm okay with that. Yes, sometimes does it feel painful and hurtful? Yes, but then I will work on my chakras to heal them emotions. So don't be ashamed to ask for help, and just know things do get better, but we also have to help ourselves. Now, I am going to pull an angel number at the end. If you have liked this, please do like, subscribe and share, because there might not be a message here for you, but there might be for someone else you know. Also, I have got my YouTube channels, which is Divine Love and Light Energy Guidance and Divine Love and Light Reiki, which I have just today have put an unconditional love Reiki flow on. So please go on there and like and subscribe if you like, to grow my content, because I love doing this for you. So in love and light for the highest good, please can we have a daily energy guidance angel message, please, to finish off this reading. Thank you. 1717, drama alert. So this, you know, sometimes we have to walk away. I haven't read this yet. I am going to read it in a minute. Sometimes we have to walk away from the drama, because that can keep us in a low vibrational energy. Drama alert. So number 1717. So if you're seeing this number, it's a synchronicity. This is confirmation of your reading. Independence, purpose, solitude, growth, healing, aspiration. That totally ties in with all the 3 cards, because this could be that you've been in a breakup, whatever, and you are now learning to be independent, creating the life that you want, feeling into the sadness and the grief and the lack of from the Five of Pentacles, but this could be for your higher good. This could be for your soul's purpose. You need to understand what this is teaching you about you. Take a few deep breaths and turn focus inward. Go in. Ask yourself, what is this showing you? What is this situation that you're currently in showing you about you? Because everything is a reflection. So what do you need to learn from this? What do you need to heal from this? Take a few deep breaths and turn your focus inward. You need time to reflect and consider your options. Rely on your inner strength and trust that you're moving in the right direction. What may seem like a pause in activity is simply a natural part of your journey. Now, I love that, because sometimes we can feel stuck and like nothing's working, but it is working. It takes time. We just have to go with the flow of energy, and just know you have the power in you to create the life you want to create from yourself. But we all starts with self, and we all have to look inwards at what lessons are we being taught right now, bring ourselves back to the reality and accept situations for what they are, heal from them, do the internal work from them, and you can bloom and manifest and create the life that you want for you. And while you are doing that, don't be scared to ask your friends, anyone for help. You know, if it's financial help, go where you need to go to receive them helps and guidance, and don't waste your time on not doing anything about it. Be proactive about it. Use this time to turn it round into a better time for you to create a better life for self. Now, I hope this resonates. I've loved doing it. I absolutely love doing these readings and Reiki flow for you all. Have a blessed rest of your day. Peace, love and light, Donna. Namaste.